In this lesson, Eva is going to help me demonstrate how you can defend against a left-handed fencer. And for the sake of simplicity, we're actually going to restrict this to 3 principal attacks. This will be similar to how we explored placing touches against the lefty, so it's going to be the same sort of order. We're going to be attacking directly on the outside line, so that's right here, and the inside line, as well as the back. So these are the 3 lines that we're going to be focusing on, how to defend against from a left-handed fencer. First one that we're going to look at is the direct attack to the outside line, so that's the closest line to a lefty. We're going to look at this one, we're going to do a quick demonstration, so Eva's going to initiate a lunge against me in this position, and then we're going to look at how we can deconstruct it and defend against it. So this is the distance, so again, remember if I'm fencing someone right-handed, the distance feels a little bit more open, but I'm fencing a lefty, so we're a lot closer. It's likely that I may have forgotten this, especially if we're novice fencers. So I'm on guard, and she's going to initiate her lunge. Alright, so it's pretty simple, nothing fancy. But this actually works a lot against right-handed fencers, so let's look at how we can defend it. So first thing, remember you're fencing someone left-handed. So as I mentioned, we're very close. I have a short timetable for my parry. If she does a full extension, she's going to land and make the touch. So I'm going to get her to return back to her on guard, and this is the distance she has to travel to hit me. It's really close. I don't have the time to parry her. So the easiest thing I have is to open the distance. You don't have to stay that close. We've talked about this in previous lessons against lefties, but the easiest way of defending against this as a direct action is staying farther away. So we're both on guard, and I'm going to defend against this action. So we're going to start at the same distance we were at before. She's going to initiate her lunge, and you can see I step back just a little bit to affect my parry. I'm parrying in 4. This isn't a bad parry. Sure, there's more of me to hit, but it's farther away, and this allows me to land a repose to the back because the target is more exposed. So again, we'll look at that. We're on guard, and I can do this in parry 6 as well. So same distance, she's going to attack. I'm on the wrong side, so this is going to be more of a circle parry. When she lunges, there's the circle parry. Now I'm going to add the step, so she's going to recover back, and she's going to effect her lunge. There's my parry, and I can either attack as a repose to the back, or I can attack into the inside line. Usually a little bit better to attack to the back, as that target is going to be difficult for them to defend. So again, biggest thing on the direct attack, just open your distance. Don't stay so close. You can parry a lot sooner. In this one, we're going to be looking at defending against the attack to the inside line to a 4. Lefties are not going to lunge directly at this, just like righties shouldn't be. The reason for it is too far away, and if you miss everything. So in this case, the attack is always going to be an articulated oblique hit, where you bend the blade around to land a touch. So in this case, righty against lefty is the same as lefty against righty. I'm going to set up these actions. Eva's going to assist by just maintaining the on guard. So, in the on guard position, this is going to be the distance where a lot of these attacks are going to be landed. You can lunge, but again, if you lunge and you do get parried, you're too close, and you're not going to be able to recover a counter parry. It's not great. So a lot of these attacks are usually when you step in. So you can see Eva's on guard is protecting her 6, it's protecting her outside line. So if I do attack the inside line, my blade's going to be out. So as you can see, it's set up right here. And when I advance in, I keep this position. This doesn't look very threatening because my body's here, but she's going to defend all the same. So when I attack, she's going to initiate her parry. And you can see my blade goes all the way around, lands the touch. This is a very strong attack. So how do we defend against it? Well, there are 2 ways. Number 1, don't be so close. Common element when we're fencing lefties. So if I do the same action, Eva's going to separate. She's going to step away. So I'm stepping in, she steps back. This gives her more time to parry. And there's the defense. She's able to catch my blade. The reason for this is, as she escapes, she gets farther away. My arm's not going to stop here and bend the blade like it did before, because she's too far away. So I have to continue forward, and I'm going to land directly into her blade. Not a great thing. So easiest thing is to open up the distance. Second one is if you deny that target altogether. So in this case, she's actually going to pivot her shoulder forward. Now when you do this, non-weapon arm doesn't go forward with you. This is covering. We don't do that. So what she's going to do is when I attack, she's on guard, she'll go like this. This way, I'm going to land flat. I'm not going to find the target. So again, we're on guard, and I step in to do my attack. You can see it's taking the arm, and it lands flat right here. Denies the touch. My attack is no. Now she is free to hit me. So righties can do the exact same thing to a lefty in this case. Finally, we're going to look at defending actions against the back. And here there's a common theme remaining. That is distance. Don't be so close. They attack your back, you should be farther away. This immediately denies them that zone of attack. Second, do not lean forward. This exposes your back so they can hit it. So be in a more defensive upward posture. This denies them attack to your back. Third, do not let your arm fall, because now it's too hard to defend that high line. You have to keep it in that position. This is where you're concerned about being hit, then put yourself in that position. So we're going to demonstrate those three. We're going to stand on guard. And the first one is distance. So I'm simply going to step away. We're very close. She lunges, she can hit me, no trouble. So I have to step back. So she effects her attack, and I step back. It gives me lots of time to make the parry as well. I can land my riposte. So first line of defense, step away. Do not stay that close. Second one, leaning forward. If I'm leaning forward, I'm close to hitting her, but she's going to launch her attack regardless. So if she attacks, she hits, I hit, she gets the point because she's initiating the attack. I didn't have line before she established her attack anyways. Now, how do we stop that? Well, be upright. So when she effects that attack and she lunges, there's nothing there for her to hit. You would have to make a direct attack instead because the back is denied. Third, do not let your arm fall. You have to be active in the parry. So again, we're on guard. I'm in the high line position. So when she attacks, I can stop the attack from landing. So she lunges, and I can take the blade. So, defending against a lefty, first and foremost, distance. Don't stay so close. Second, don't lean. It's not very helpful in that situation. And three, keep your arm in the proper position. Now granted, when you're moving, this becomes a little bit more challenging, but you have to be paying attention to those three things.